What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn, in his recent IFL interview, has stated that Anthony Joshua may drop all of his belts for a fight with Tyson Fury. You know, in my live stream, I touched on this briefly, but let me go into depth on why that's one of the stupidest things that you could ever do. For one, if you're going to drop all of the belts to fight one guy that only has one belt, first of all, it shows that there isn't a championship anyway. You know, that's not a championship at all. That's not even on the level. If you drop every belt, that means you're not a champion anymore, for one. For two, Anthony Joshua doesn't even really want, that really should be one, but Anthony Joshua really doesn't even want to drop any of the belts. Okay, he fought too hard to get the fucking things. He's fought everyone. Vladimir Klitschko, Joseph Parker, Charles Martin, Andy Ruiz, again, to get them back. So why the fuck would he want to drop them just to have a British showdown? Right? And it really won't even be in Great Britain anyway, because Saudi Arabia will fork over the amount of money, and you know that's what the whole source of this is about. Money. Because why else would you, or he, Eddie Hearn, would consider or suggest that Anthony Joshua may drop these belts? Okay? And we know he hasn't even mentioned Anthony Joshua. He hasn't even mentioned dropping the belts. That has not even came up. The last time we heard from Anthony Joshua is when responding to who do you want to fight and who you want to call out. He says, I want whoever has the WBC belt. If it's Tyson Fury, I want him. So why the hell would people believe that Eddie Hearn would mention this or would persuade Anthony Joshua to drop all of his belts? It makes no sense. You know, and you can see this through and through with a guy with an agenda. Eddie Hearn has an agenda at this point. He wants that fight because he knows that fight itself will be worth a lot of money. So obviously he's suspending the belts. He doesn't care about the belts. He just cares about the fight. But here's the rude awakening on that. If Tyson Fury loses that fight, he's going to find out from his boss, which is Anthony Joshua, that he doesn't want to fight Tyson Fury. He wants to fight wherever the belt's going to go to. You know, either he fights for the vacant WBC if it comes vacant, or if he has to fight someone like Deontay Wilder, which, you know, if it ends up getting stripped by some crazy way, or whoever it ends up with. If Tyson Fury beats Wilder or whatever, he gets it. You know, he gets that opportunity. So that's why Joshua left it open, as I already covered. And the third and final reason why, because it makes Anthony Joshua comes off as a desperate person, or Team Joshua. Because understand, this isn't Joshua himself, this is his team. So Team Joshua is making Anthony Joshua look fucking desperate. Look like they are clout chasing, because that's the only thing that Eddie Hearn can mention. That's all he talks about. Yeah, we can drop all the belts. Like, why the fuck would you drop every belt? You know what I mean? And then most importantly, why would you mention that without even getting with Anthony Joshua first? That's the number one thing. Stop spreading things what you think may happen. You know, and then that's one thing about spreading. We've heard propaganda all year. We've heard when people say things and put it out there for people to see and process it and make of it what they will. But at the same light, it's like, okay, don't send it out there because you don't know if it's true or not. And based on what we've heard, when the hell has Anthony Joshua said he wants to drop all of his belts to fight Tyson Fury? That's some Tyson Fury shit. Now, had Eddie Hearn managed Tyson Fury, he can say some shit like that because that's right up Tyson Fury's alley. Because Tyson Fury was in fact the guy that said, I don't give a shit about the belts. The belts don't make me. I've had them all anyway. I've had all the belts that Anthony Joshua has. And in fact, those are my belts. Right? That's how he looks at it. Right? And now he has the WBC, which was once held by Deontay Wilder. Okay. Now I can get someone like that with that logic. But someone that has fought hard to get all the fucking belts, defended the fucking belts, and continues to defend the fucking belts, why would he then drop the belt to fight one guy just for one belt? Not even knowing that that guy's going to keep the belt that he has. Counterpunch. So listen, I heard the interview, but we have to see and wait on what Anthony Joshua has to say for himself. That is the interview that matters. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on this particular topic. You guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn's comments about Anthony Joshua dropping or maybe dropping all the belts. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.